Hi, it's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. We've got another battle on the global map and the current Clan Wars campaign called Confrontation. So FIDDY is up against the Lone Clan. As you can see again, the fog of war is on. It's typical for the global map. So we don't know what the lineup is, but you can see we've got chieftains, heavy tanks and one 279E. A couple of mediums, light tank and an arty. So it's not common in 10v10 game to bring arties, but it depends on where you think the enemy's going to turtle to break it, particularly in L1ME, that can be a problem. So it's a bit of a trade-off for swapping a tank gun for an arty, given the longer reload, but it can be essential in breaking a turtle. Anyway, EBR's been sent to spot, and the mediums have held back a little bit until that information's come up. They've spotted one of the enemy mediums in the brawling area here. The enemy EBR is down the bottom as well, so useful information. It probably means if the mediums are in the middle, then most of the enemy tanks are here as well. And most of the battle's going to be played in this area, and here we go. They've started to push out already, and it's become a brawl, or will become very shortly. The enemy has all their tanks in this area, and our mediums are starting to react as well and come in. The EBRs are battling together. So a couple of early kills, but hit points very much similar. So it's really going to come down to the skills of both teams, both in focus fire and removing guns from the enemy side. So this is really a battle of attrition, but it again comes down to being able to pen your shots, not waste time based on reloads, etc. So arty having a little bit of an effect, but game starting to swing a little bit in terms of the enemy's way. I've got a bit of a hit point advantage here. So time for our team to keep penning their shots. So we've got there for Chieftain, I was going to say Chieftain against C63, but it's been taken out. And we've got one Chieftain and the two mediums left. Arty's been taken out by the EBR. And we've lost our EBR as well. So we're going to Chieftain down to 460 hit points, and we've got our mediums coming in here to take out some guns, what they've done with the CS63, and now they're trying to work down this Chieftain. And we've lost a 90, so we've now got a 140 and a Chieftain. Finally get rid of their Chieftain. But our 140's been taken down to 240 hit points. And the enemy's just got their EBR 105 left. So it's going to become an interesting challenge. There's no point chasing the EBR, he's going to disappear pretty quickly. And we're just going to make some decisions of where he's likely to go, and given this is L1ME and the caps are pretty far apart, and most likely he's going to go back and defend. Now this is going to be interesting because he'll have good view range. There's staff just firing at a known bush just in case, but no result there. And here most likely he's going to head back to sort of the A0 area, or as it's being nominated up on the hill, and shoot down on the cap area and use his vision and camo basically to at least get the first shot off, which most likely be against the Object 140, given it's a one shot. So even the Chieftain's potentially one-shottable depending on RNG, so this is going to be a pretty interesting situation. So let's just jump forward a second, get them up to around the camp area. See, we're just in the 5th minute of the game, so these 10v10 matches can be pretty short. Stife in the chieftain's just pushing up here, just exposing his turret. This, at first, trying to draw a shot, and there you go, he has been lit, so that indicates the enemy EBR is probably up the A0 area. And we're just going to see what impact he's going to have. Oh, there we go. So he's taken out the 140, but at least we'll get an indication of what direction that shot came from. So indicating A0 up there. And the chieftain's is going to have to come up here as carefully spot where he's already bounced a shot coming in. But look, you can see the EBR's not even been spotted there, so definitely firing from behind a bush. And he, luckily, low rolled. Chieftain's left on 56 hit points. Let's go zoom in a little bit. This is going to be a close game. Now the chief crests over here is going to expose his low front plate, even though the EBR's got a fairly long reload. And Chieftain is loaded and waiting. That would be a very risky matter. Here he comes. And Chief gets in the first shot. So luckily that turns out the right way. And that's a win. So a quick look at the results there. Again, really close result. So Stife ended up with just over 6k of damage, which is pretty impressive in a 10v10. But we had a couple of players doing over 3k and a couple doing over 2k, that's close to 3k. Enemy side similar, 2 players doing over 3k and quite a few doing 2k. So as you can see, a really close balanced game there, and even the EBR player done nearly 3k damage, which is also pretty impressive there. It's a bit of a trade-off. You're taking an arty, which takes out a fast-firing gun, but if you're expecting a turtle basically on this map, it's a pretty handy thing to have an arty. So it was a gamble before the game, and you just don't know what the enemy's going to bring. So in the end, effectively, it was almost a 10v9 game in the sense that we didn't have 10 tanks in the game versus theirs. So all up, a great result there. Now, what does it cost us for people interested in that one? Again, clan payments are running while we're running the campaign. But a fair amount of money spent on ammo and also consumables, but still made a profit there of 48k. But on the enemy side, they would have come away with a loss guaranteed because they don't get the same rewards when you're on the losing side. Anyway, great result there. Thanks guys for the content. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks for watching.